Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Dragon and today we will be going over the latest news in the gaming industry. The video format structure is like this. I'll be presenting and discussing 4 topics that have recently happened in the gaming world. It sounds simple enough, right? Well, let's get right to it. These are the following news we'll be going over today. The first topic of the day is about Platinum Games' upcoming announcement, and it is right around the corner. For the second topic, we'll be talking a bit about Sony dropping out of PAX EAST and GDC and their whole reasoning behind it. The third one of the day is about THQ NORDIC AB or Embracer Group and their recent acquisition and what plans they might have for the future. And for the final topic of the day, it's about CyberPunk 2077 and their recent partnership with NVidia for their new gaming streaming service. Let's talk about Platinum Games. Platinum Games, the creators of games like Bayonetta and Astral Chain, have teased us about their next upcoming title. An article on Gematsu.com states that Platinum Games will have a major announcement in the February 27 due issue of Weekly Famitsu, according to this week's edition of the magazine. At the beginning of this month, Platinum Games launched a website called Platinum 4. In there, they would announce over the course of the year their new projects. The first one, we already know what it is. It is the Kickstarter for the Wonderful 101 Remastered. This game was originally released on the Wii U and it didn't have that much of a success. They hoped by remastering it and porting it on the Switch, they will breathe new life into it. And according to their Kickstarter, it was a huge success. Over $1 million have been gathered at the moment of this recording. The minimum goal for this was $50,000 and it was achieved in the first 24 minutes of the launch on Kickstarter. That is amazing. If you look at the Platinum 4 website, you can see that a new date appears in the upper left corner. And indeed, the date 27th of February appears there. What could they be announcing? I think it is either a new IP or a sequel to an existing one. Maybe they'll release a gameplay trailer for Bayonetta 3, though I doubt it since Nintendo is saving that for their own direct. What about a sequel for Astral Chain? Remember that they said that if it sold well on the Switch, they would be interested in making a sequel to the game. And the director did say a while ago that it sold above expectations. So maybe Astral Chain 2? Whatever the case, we will be seeing the new announcement on February 27 this year. Let's talk about Sony and PAX EAST. So PAX EAST is from February 27 to March 1st at the Boston Convention Center. And it seems like all of a sudden Sony will not be attending it. They did announce before that they were going to have a booth to present some demos for their games. One of the games announced was The Last of Us Part 2, making it the first time that the public would have a chance to go hands-on with the game. Naughty Dog even went on Twitter to apologize about skipping PAX EAST, saying that "We're so sad to have to miss PAX EAST. We were really looking forward to meeting you and seeing your reactions to the demo." Another demo was supposed to be the Final Fantasy VII Remake, though Square Enix can still present the game at their booth there if they wanted to. Even Naughty Dog could still shadow drop the demo on the store. I'm still waiting for that Final 7 Remake demo to be put on the store. Other games Sony plan to bring to the show include Dreams, Marvel's Iron Man VR, Nioh 2, Doom Eternal, and Spelunky 2. Sony did give an explanation for their absence from PAX in a blog post, and it says the following. Today, Sony Interactive Entertainment made the decision to cancel its participation at PAX EAST in Boston this year due to increasing concerns related to coronavirus. We felt this was the safest option as the situation is changing daily. We are disappointed to cancel our participation in this event, but the health and safety of our global workforce is our highest concern. PAX EAST is one of the largest gaming conventions in the US. Tens of thousands of people all over the world go there each year. Last year I think there were 50,000 or more people on the convention. Sony might have seen this as quite a risk for their own employees and didn't want them to be exposed to a potential infection. You can't really blame them for it, but then you look around at the companies that are going to be present at the event and it makes you wonder, what will they do? Technically, they still have time to announce they won't be at PAX since Sony announced it in so short a notice. We will just have to wait and see. It also does make you wonder about GDC. GDC is shortly after PAX EAST on the 16th of March in San Francisco. Will Sony not be present there as well? That would be a bit odd, With the launch of the PS5 this year, you would think they would want to discuss with the developers at that conference about it. Be aware that we don't know a whole lot about the PS5, not even its look, only the dev kit that has been going around the internet. So no E3 presence, no PAX East. If they skip GDC also, their only option seems to be an online conference where they present the PS5 to the world. It's also possible they could put it between PAX East and GDC. It is hard to say at this point. Hopefully the people going to PAX East stay safe and enjoy the booths there. So I had to add this part at the end. Both Sony and Facebook are dropping out of GDC this year. Both companies invoked the same reason, the risk of infection with coronavirus. Facebook did state that they will make announcements around its Oculus business, but it will now do that via digital formats with video, online QAs and more. Sony have not yet given any new information about their presentation plans for their PS5. It will be interesting to see what they will do. The only option for them now is to do a state of play or a conference. So for our next topic, we're going to talk about THQ NORDIC, or to be precise, THQ NORDIC parent company called Embracer Group or THQ NORDIC AB. They really need to sort out these names. They have been buying left and right a lot of studios recently, and they have added one more to their repertoire. So the total number of studios under their wing is, drumroll please, 26. That is quite a lot of studios to be under a single company. I mean, just how much money do they have for spending on all these acquisitions? If I look at my bank account right now, according to it, I have enough money to last me the rest of my life. Assuming I die on Thursday. The company recently acquired is Saber Interactive. It is the company that handled the magnificent port of The Witcher 3 on the Nintendo Switch and also the creators of the game World War Z. The purchase price is an initial $150 million plus an additional $375 million based on their performance over the next years. Apparently, this purchase ensures that Saber Interactive will be part of the main group for at least 6 years. In the Embracer Group statement, it says, "The ongoing concern of Saber Interactive as part of the Embracer Group is supported by the commitment of the sellers to remain employed within the company for at least 6 years. In addition, the sellers' commitment to the combined entity is strengthened by them combined becoming the second largest shareholder block of the company and their 20-year profit share scheme." So this basically means that Saber Interactive will have financial stability for the next years. Their acquisition by Embracer Group is not so surprising. They have been mostly doing ports for different games and they are doing a great job of that. The Witcher 3 on the Switch is a great example. Embracer Group is probably preparing for the next generation of games, and having a full team that knows how to do amazing ports to different systems is a great addition. The company stated that Saber Interactive will be mostly independent despite their acquisition. It is interesting to see a company this big get so many studios under their wings. It's clear that they are preparing for the next generation of consoles that will be launched later this year. What type of games we'll be seeing from them, we will just have to wait and see. They could be a pretty big competition for the other AAA studios out there. As a bonus news, THQ NORDIC have decided to officially remake the first Gothic game. 2 months have passed since the release of its Gothic playable teaser. For those of you who don't know what that is, basically if you own the game from Piranha Bytes, like the Gothic or Risen series or even Elex, you could play this proof of concept for a remake of the Gothic 1 game. The Gothic playable teaser offered like 2 hours of gameplay, allowing players to roam the introduction area of the game. This demo served as a means to gauge interest in a potential Gothic remake, to see if people would enjoy the idea of remaking the old game. According to their press release, over 180,000 players have played the teaser so far, and out of them, 43,000 took the survey at the end. Based on that survey, they have decided to open a new studio in Barcelona, Spain that will handle the remake. They even released some statistics of the survey. We can see here that almost 95% of the people that did the survey would like the game to be made, which is a clear answer that they should do it. Of course, there are some issues with the demo, like the jaggy controls, the combat mechanics, but overall, enough people were interested in it and they will go ahead with the development process. 'Tis the season of remakes, and it will be interesting to see the final product of this game. For our next topic, let's talk about CyberPunk 2077. There is no doubt that CyberPunk 2077 is the most anticipated game of 2020 and people can't wait to get their hands on it any way they can. Well, now it seems CD Projekt Red have partnered with NVidia to give the gamers a new option of playing it. CyberPunk 2077 is coming to the GeForce Now service on launch day. GeForce Now is the most recent cloud-based game streaming service, for those of you who don't know. It was released out of beta this month by NVIDIA, and unlike Google Stadia where you have to buy the games from their own platform, NVIDIA streams your existing library of games from Steam, Epic Games Store, Battle.net and Uplay directly to your device. You get this service for only $5 a month compared to Google Stadia's $10 a month subscription. We talked about them in a previous video where NVIDIA had to remove a number of games from GeForce Now from big companies like Capcom, Blizzard, Square Enix, etc. But on the other hand, they have been adding steadily new titles from other companies as well. This partnership with CDPR is a huge win for NVIDIA, and they even promise that you will be able to play the full game not only on day one, but you can play it using ray tracing technology, RTX on, which optimizes games to render realistic lighting effects. This is quite something. Can you imagine playing CyberPunk 2077 on a phone? It would be interesting to see how everything scales on a smaller screen, especially the font size of the text. Also, they are releasing a super limited edition GeForce RTX 2080 Ti CyberPunk 2077 edition GPU. There are 200 of these bad boys, and you and a friend have a chance of getting 2 of them by participating in their contest. The link to the post is down below in the description. For GeForce Now members who will purchase CD Projekt Red's upcoming title through Steam, they will be able to stream the game to Windows or Mac computers, Android devices or NVIDIA Shield TV streaming players starting September the 17th. So get ready, samurai, to get your car stuck on a building. The same as Roach. Well, that is all for today. All this information can be accessed from the links in the description. Let me know in the comments below what do you think about the topics we went over today. Are you excited to see what Platinum Games might announce? What do you think it will be? What do you think about Sony just dropping off from PAX EAST and GDC? Do you agree with their reason? Are you still going to PAX EAST? What is your opinion about Saber Interactive being bought by Embracer Group? And are you going to try CyberPunk 2077 on the GeForce Now service? I hope you enjoyed the video and found some useful information. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel and share the video. If you didn't enjoy it, hit the dislike. I hope you all have a fantastic day and wish you all the best. Goodbye everyone.